Hi everybody, it's Tim Haft from Beastanetics and Punk Rope, and I'm with Shana Brady, also from Punk Rope and Beastanetics, and this is our first attempt at doing a home-based workout for all you folks that are stuck inside. It is awful. We're not happy about it. Nobody is, but it's the right thing to do. You want to stay safe, stay healthy. So we're going to try to do these on a regular basis. The one we're going to show you today is a Beastanetics workout, the kind that I do with my beasts that I've been doing for 10 years. It's 7 exercises. Each one we'll be doing for 45 seconds. Now you can modify that. You can make it shorter if you like. We'll be following each exercise with 18 seconds of rest. So if you want to set a timer on your phone, or if you have interval timer on a watch, that works. And we're just going to do one round. And then on your own, if you're feeling up to it, feel free to do a second, third, or fourth round. In our classes, we do 4 rounds. This particular workout is very challenging. It's actually a little bit too challenging for me, and I just had hernia surgery, 2 hernias, and I also had pneumonia not too long ago. So forgive me if I'm huffing and puffing and not doing everything quite up to speed, but we're going to do our best. Shana's going to explain the exercises. I'm going to show them to you first, and then on your own you should do a warm-up, at least a 5-minute warm-up to get everything loose, increase your core temperature, and then after your workout you should do a cool down and a stretch. Okay?
And the warm-up is on our YouTube channel, where this is going to be as well. We
Yes.
have a warm-up for the Beast class.
Exactly. So
All
it's
right.
going to be on the youtube.com/punkropemyc, which is what you're watching. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to back
All
up.
right. So Tim's going to demonstrate the exercises. He's getting back into shape, recovery. The first exercise is an abdominal exercise, oblique curl up with the legs up. So obliques are the side abdominals. He's got not just his knees over his hips, but also his feet lifted. And notice his demonstration of the exhale as he lifts, ribs flattening towards the hips, bringing opposite rib to hip. That's how you do the oblique. There you go. You can always modify that by lowering your feet to the ground. All right, coming to a squat position, ready to do a squat jump, what we call Dorothy squat jump. That means when you leave the ground, you bring your heels together. There's no kickback though, and so you're landing in a nice stable squat. Knees following the shoelaces or the toes. Looks good. Should sound nice and soft too, like Tim does it. Next is the infamous burpee. Burpee is essentially crouching or squatting to get towards the ground, putting the hands down, jumping the feet back, jumping the feet in. That should be done with good core stability. He's jumping, he's bracing himself delicately, he is recovering. So you may choose, if your core strength isn't there, to put 1 foot back at a time, coming to a nice stable plank, hips level, and then bringing 1 foot back at a time in, coming to a full stand. Breathe as you do it. Okay, number 4, a squat with both arms raised. This is a favorite of personal trainers like me. We are evaluating your posture. So he's going to squat, lift his arms up as best as possible without shrugging his shoulders and keeping his abdominals engaged so he's not overarching his back. So when you do this, you should still be, that's very good. Good demonstration. You should not be looking at the ground when you do it. Otherwise, you perhaps modify by not doing the arms and crossing them in front. Tim can show that? Yeah. Okay. You might have a little bit of tight in the shoulder. Number 5, push-up. A contralateral push-up is what we call this. What does that mean? Tim's going to lift an arm and a foot and bring them to the side as he lowers down, trying to keep hips level. That's very important. So this is a deep core exercise. It's very difficult. He's doing a very good job demonstrating it. You could modify this by doing a regular push-up or just lifting the legs.
Also, Tim is 59.
And Tim is this is also take 2 because Shana messed up the timing. So give Tim a hand. Number 6 is a lunge, a forward lunge with rotation, a rotation of the upper body. So as he steps forward, keeping his knee over his ankle and rotating his shoulders, and then stepping back, trying to be very stable. Tim could step back about a little bit, yeah, because I don't think I could. Now you can see the whole foot come into frame. Do one more. There we go. Excellent. Last exercise, number 7, is a plank raising the opposite arm and leg. So this is very similar to that contralateral push-up. It's a contralateral plank. You need to really work your core here. You can lift opposite hand and leg and reach them out, trying to keep your hips level. And if you notice, Tim started with his feet a little wider. That is very helpful to stabilize your back and keep good balance. So, trying to do it with your feet together may make you rock side to side, take your feet wider, or just do a regular plank. All right, there it is. All right, now we're ready to rock through a full round. Get Shana get her familiar timer here. It's going to be 45 seconds, 18 seconds rest, beginning with a round of oblique curl up. Tim's ready to go. All right, 1, 2, 3, and begin. So again, notice Tim is exhaling as he lifts his shoulders, reaches fingertips just outside the leg, usually around the knee, depending on how long your arms are. It's going at a nice steady pace. Usually doesn't pay to go too fast with these abdominal exercises. You need to give your body enough time to use every inch of core. And when he's coming down, he's keeping neutral in his shoulders, coming back to a nice gentle rest, and instantly going to the other side. This last 2 seconds there. Rest, rest. All right, now he needs to transition to standing to be ready for the next exercise, which is that squat jump. And he's got 10 more seconds. Getting ready, getting loose. You use your rest time how you need it. Usually it's good to just relax. Get your breath going, ready, and begin. All right, so again, this is the Dorothy squat jump. Get that little heel click coming up. So what you're doing is squeezing your inner thigh muscles, which also is associated with using the core, and then landing in a good squat where the knees are still going out in the direction of the shoelaces, showing those great zero shoes. There we go. Tim's still smiling. He's got 20 seconds. Now, most people probably think the burpee is the hardest exercise. Personally, I would think this is, for me, believe it or not, the squat jump this long would kill me the most. All right, 5 seconds. He's got last 2. All right, resting and getting ready for the burpee. Yeah, I'm a weirdo where I actually think a burpee is easier than a continuous squat jumps, but I got long arms. So he's getting ready, set, and go. So you really want to do these at your own pace, and notice how Tim comes up to standing, completely extending his body, coming to a full stand-up. You don't want to come, halfway up crouched and go back down again and never fully extend your back. That's not a good form. You want to use all the articulation of your body. He's also spreading his fingertips out. And that's how, your hands have shock absorbers. He's got 5 seconds too. He's like probably going, how much longer? And rest. I'm just talking. I should just let you know halfway through. I'll try to do that for the rest of them. All right, so the next step is, it's coming up, 7 seconds. Squat, raising both arms overhead. So you can really use your breath here, and go. Because getting all out of breath from a burpee, but this deep breathing allows you to really fill up that rib cage. I won't go into gory detail on breathing. I could, because I've only learned that recently myself. Oh yeah, breathing, it's important. So he's going down with a nice controlled descent of his hips. You're halfway there, you know.
Yay.
20 seconds. Told you I'd try to do that now. Heels are staying down, which is especially impressive wearing those shoes. There's no elevated heel. And his arms continually getting that bicep right over his ear. Hopefully pulling his belly button to his spine, like we like to say, rest, rest. I won't try to say that again. Engage your abdominals. Otherwise it probably will hurt. So your next exercise is getting to the floor, setting up for a push-up. It's in about 6 seconds, that contralateral push-up. Again, using your breath that you're building up. And begin. And again, as you continue through rounds of this, if you choose to do so, remember you have the option of modifying. You don't always have to just stop. Unless you really can't catch your breath at all, you know, please take a moment. You shouldn't be able to like talk like I am, because I'm not doing anything. So that's why it's always weird to teach. You got 18 seconds, so it's just about the halfway point there. That's it. When you come back to that plank, you notice how Tim pauses for a moment. He regains his composure, as I like to say, his balance, his sense of core stability before going to the next one. And rest. All right. So next up is the lunge with forward rotation. So really get your composure here. 3 seconds. Take your time. Stepping forward into that lunge. Pushing back and being stable in your push-off. Now this is the hardest one to get in the frame properly. Maybe we show from the side. Give Tim a little break. Excellent. Remember, you can modify this by just not doing the rotation. You could put your hands on your hips, making sure those hips stay level. How does that feel, Tim?
Yeah.
You only got 12 seconds left. His feet come back together nice and level. He's not over-rotating. And rest. How about that? One more exercise, Tim.
This is a tough one.
Yeah, now you're going to get down to a plank and raise the opposite arm and leg. You can be on your hands, you can be on your elbows and toes. I recommend taking the feet wide like Tim is doing. And begin. So as you go into the challenging 2-point position, you do a very powerful, I don't even want to call it an exhale, but you really, you know, brace yourself for that moment to be only on 2 points. See how you feel. See how he's not rocking his hips? That's good. And when you come back to the center, you regain your composure. You try not to shrug. His ears are far away from his shoulders, not shrugging them up. That's great. You got 10 seconds left. Me battling. And almost there. 3, 2, 1, and round is done. So, you can take, what is the average rest you give between the rounds?
1 minute.
1 minute. So now you can take a minute to, you know, gently sip water, shake yourself out. If you're just...
So that was, how much work? Let's see, not quite 6 minutes. I'm not in the best shape, but you can tell that's a challenge. Repeat that 2, 3,
or
4 times. You got yourself a... Who needs the gym? You don't need a gym. You don't need equipment. You just need your friends, your timer, yourself, and that's it. We'll try to do more of these, guys. Thanks for joining us. You can check us out at punkrope.com, beastanetics.com. If you like what you saw, thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel. We also have a Patreon page now if you want to support our work, donating ropes to kids in need. And You got comments and questions? Jot them down below. We'll answer them.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. Thanks, guys.
Great job, Tim.
Thank you.